Good morning. Hi. How we doing? Good to see you. I need to turn this down. There we go. Crow, 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 crow. That's like Lil Jon shots. Good morning, Tristan. Congrats on being first. Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is where you are. We're back. We're back in business. We're back in black. And I was trying to remember the rest of the lyrics on the fly. And have you seen Lil Jon Lazy Town meme? I have not. Send it to me. Um, we're back. It feels like it's been forever. My notes app has so many notes about streamed stuff to talk about. Hi, Kat. Welcome in. Good morning. So I'm glad to be back. I still feel relatively low energy. I feel like this past week has just been rough. Good morning, Cozy Crow. Good morning, Cozy Cat. Yes, we're having a blanky day. Because I'm not really sure how I feel like I'm going to come out of the, why can't I think of out of the gate running and, break it down, bitch, I just sent it, okay. I feel like I'm going to come out of the gate running because I'm excited to be here, and then you'll hear me go silent like an hour and a half in and be like, bleh. It's you and me, Pookie. Aw, our little guys can hang out together. So I know that normally people love a rainy, spooky, gloomy day. I normally don't. They're sad and depressing and scary to me. However, yesterday with my energy levels, I leaned into it for the first time, and it was like rainy and gloomy when I woke up yesterday, and I had had the worst night of sleep that I had had in a long time. Like, bad. I'm talking like rolling and rolling, waking up every half hour, can't go back to sleep, just horrible. Nightmares when I finally could doze off. It was bad. But so I was like, let me try leaning into this. So instead of turning on I opened up the blinds like usual, and in a magical let a rainy day take you sometimes. Yeah, I had instead of turning on the big light, which I'm a bright ass bitch. I like big lights, and I like to turn all the lights on. I like it lit up. I like a sunny day. Even if it's just inside my house and not outside, I love a sunny time. But instead of turning on the big light, I turned on my little electric candles and my side lamps, and just kind of like kept the house dim for most of the day. And I played Red Dead almost all day, both Saturday and Sunday. And both doing useful stuff and also just life simming it. Like, I finally went back to camp after, I don't know, probably months, and I finally got the interaction where someone comes out to look for you. I was hoping it would be Charles, but it turned out to be Bill. And they come out and find you in the wild, and they're like, hey, everyone's worried about you. Do you want to come back to camp with me? And I was like, no, at the time. So I was out for a couple more days, and then I went back, and people were like, at first people were like, hey, that's a face I haven't seen in a while. And then Dutch comes up to me twice and is like, yo, I heard a bunch of people got shot out there. That better not be you. And then Grimshot came up and was like, I heard a lot of violence happening out there. Can you fucking cut it out? And I was like, what? No, what? That's not me. And she was like, yeah, it was. And someone was like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Guess I hope you're like doing useful stuff. And I'm like, damn, guys. Okay, welcome back, I guess. But I spent like the last few hours of playing last night at the camp, and I found out that when you're camping out in the wild and you pour a cup of coffee, you just kind of crouch there, like you can't move around. But when you pour a cup of coffee off of the two, like either the stew campfire or the campfire where everyone sits around, you can stand up and walk around with it. So I would like wake up in the morning, get a cup of coffee, walk over to the ledge of Horseshoe Outlook and just like watch the sunrise while he's sipping coffee. And then I pulled out my little newspapers that I had and I was reading the newspaper, and then I would have him go shave and like eat some fruit for breakfast. And it was just like so fun to do life sim. It's so fun. Anyway, I got carried away. Yesterday was a cozy day, was basically that. And I sat at my desk with little blankets on me, and normally I'm too hot for blankets, but I picked like my lightest, thinnest blanket. Which, by the way, my favorite blankets that I have multiple of that I use all the time, there's two types. One are these like kind of medium weight, like fuzzy blankets that I gave out at my wedding in case people were cold, because my wedding was in mid-April. Um, and so I still have several of those and I'll use those sometimes. And they were just like cheap Amazon blankets, but they're so soft and nice. And then the other one is I have like 3 or 4 of these thin blue polyester airplane blankets from like United, I think. Hi, Austin. Good to see you. Good morning. How you doing? Um, these like thin airplane blankets that we got when my family took a trip to Europe in 2018. And they've been holding up. They're like the perfect lightweight blanket for someone like me who gets hot really easily. And so I use those all the time. So I was bundling up with those, quotes, bundling up with those because they wouldn't make me too hot yesterday. So those are my two comfort blankets. The ones I gave away at my wedding and the free ones that I got off of an airplane. Exactly, Austin, exactly. So that's what I did this last week. And my period just started yesterday, so that kind of makes sense that yeah, all of last week was kind of a wash. And I went back to therapy for the first time in like a couple months last week, and we talked about some deep stuff, which I was ready to and like brought up myself, and it's something we're gonna have to do multiple sessions on, but I was like, oh, that's all my spoons. It's tea time here. That's so good. What kind of tea are you drinking? I recently got into cold brew tea. I don't know if I talked about this before, but it's been helping me use up. I have so many teas that I never get around to drinking, and I've been making them. I have a whole bunch of old jars, which, if you're anything like me, you save all the jars that you come across, and like empty food jars and all that, glass jars. So I've been using them to do cold brew tea, and you just basically like put room temperature water and your tea bags in it, and either leave it on the counter or put it in the fridge overnight, and it makes the tea more mellow. It's nice. But also I've been actually going through a lot of my tea doing that, and I'm telling you, I have like years old tea. Years. Which probably isn't good, but it's still fine. It's dried leaves. Chai tea this morning. Very nice. Very nice. I love chai tea. Love it. Anyway, tell me what's going on with you. Sometimes here we do sun tea. It's so hot we can put a picture in the sun to steep for an hour. It's the most mellow, delicious stuff. Oh, that sounds really good. I should have thought about that. It's been so hot and sunny here. Except I'd have to like cover it with cheesecloth or something. Because we got bugs where I am. We got bugs. My Q-tip head baby boy is 25 days today. Aw, congratulations, baby Austin. Baby Tux. Congratulations. The Q-tip head baby. Congratulations. That's so fun. Does it feel like the days have been long, or do you feel like, wow, the past 25 days flew by? I love him. He's so little. Aw, I pinch his little cheeks. Days have been long, but in a great way. That's good. That's good. Also, um, my favorite fruit of summertime is watermelon and nectarines. Nectarines specifically because, and I felt like in recent years, it's been hard to get good watermelon. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the planet is dying, but it's been hard to find really good watermelon that's like deep red and flavorful, but not mealy and overripe. And grounded in the present moment, enjoying the life I made. Novel experiences filled with happiness and silly goofy. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Austin. I'm so happy for you. That's so nice. Um, but nectarines, because peaches weird me out with their fuzzy skin, and nectarines are just naked peaches. But oh my God, the smell of a ripe nectarine. Oh, so good. So good. And so I'll buy them by like the carton where you get like six or nine at a time. And especially Trader Joe's every year usually has a big selection of nectarine that you buy by the box. I love a ripe summer stone fruit. They're divine. Yeah. And so I had a bunch, so I made a in quotes peach cobbler last week. There was actually just nectarine cobbler and it turned out really good. I followed the recipe exactly, but I should have put it in a smaller container, a smaller pan, and I should have done like half of the cobbler mixture that they made. It was like too much cakey cobbler to fruit ratio, but I like doing recipes and then making notes on them because I print out my recipes and I tape them on my cabinet while I'm making them, and then I'll make notes on the recipe. So I'm ready for next time. There's a peach festival in town about 2 hours away here in the summer that I want to go to next year. Oh, that's great. I keep wanting to go to local festivals, then I forget to look them up. I had the best plum of my life in February in Seattle, and I chased that high forever. Oh, I would like to come to Peach Festival, yes. I'm the opposite way with peaches and nectarines. I like the fuzz. It feels right to eat. And if it's perfectly smooth, it feels unnatural. Honestly, a metaphor for life, if you think about it. What a great metaphor. Fuck yeah, good plums. I think it's in Hurricane, Utah. Oh. It's funny because I associate peaches with Georgia and like the South. But also, like I've said before, I spent like almost 10 years of my life growing up in the South, so maybe that's why. So it's funny that there's a place in Utah called Hurricane when isn't Utah like landlocked? Pronounced Hurricane. Is Utah Mormons sure have a culture? Hurricane? Is that supposed to be like we're Southern and we're saying hurricane like hurricane? Utah is landlocked, yes. Yeah. I will say I thought it was funny because it's next to the town of Laverkin. I think they just like to rhyme. That's crazy. Utah is not a real place. Utah is living in its own little world. It's not real. Um, it's funny because I think I've said before, but last time we had a chatter, Cesar Mateo, who is from him and TV Tomas and Storm Gundam and Crow Mathwitch are all from over Easy Eggs, which is another streamer that I watch. And so it's fun that they all came over here. And the other day in Egg's chat, she was playing this chat guessing game. Like, it's a site where you put in your username and or your channel name, and there's different like daily games that you can play where you guess which chatter said a phrase or you guess like who is this chatter based on these like 5 phrases that they've said. It's really fun. And one of them was the phrase to guess off of was, "I have a plan, Arthur." And Mateo was like, "Cherry?" I was like, I didn't say it that time, but that makes a lot of sense. They call me Cherry over there because there's multiple crows. But I was like, no, you didn't. Ain't no way. But thank you. Thank you for associating me with Red Dead. Mormons are living in their own world. Their religion is one of the newer, faker religions. Thank you. Yes. That game seems super fun. It does seem super fun. When I have more chatters, I want to play it. I want to play it. True, but you're the #1 crow. Thank y'all. Thanks. I've been thinking so much lately. I know I talk about this all the time. I've been thinking so much about having a live 2D model of the crow and having more custom emotes. I have a list and I keep them all the time, but I already have a whole idea of like who I want to commission and what I want the model to look like and everything and the assets. So just know that when I have a new model debut, yeah, I've made it. Yep. When I have a 2D model debut, hell yeah. Like, you're telling me some dude faked a translation of an Egyptian commoner's burial rites, and you're using it to subjugate multiple women into polygamy and no coffee, fucked up. That's where it's from? Egyptian burial rites? Sorry, that's all I'll say. It's a cult. It is a cult. I love being your friend. Yeah. It's for sure a cult, and there's a lot to say about that whole lifestyle. And it's funny that Utah and Mormonism has become this like TikTok trend where it's like Utah hair, dirty soda, Utah mom, blah, 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 whatever. It's so funny that it's become a whole personality and stereotype. So, hi, Hannibal. How you doing? The quiet hellos and quiet goodbyes, I say in the description, like, you can just say it and then I won't acknowledge you, so it's just not a big deal. But I can't help it when someone comes in. I just want to be like, hi, thank you for being here. Hello. Oh, you know what I was also thinking about? Um, Near me, there's this theater that does Studio Ghibli film festivals every Sunday. And 7 stream streak. Thank you, Hannibal. Thank you, thank you. That's okay. Take care of yourself. Rest. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Um, there's a film festival near me that they do every single summer where they do one movie a week and they select all different Ghibli films and it the Summer Ghibli Fest is my favorite. It goes late spring to early autumn. Oh, that's great. I've seen that they do them elsewhere. The one by me is kind of this like boutique movie theater, but I think they do it in lots of places. And for many years, it was a tradition that me, Mr. Crow, and my brother went to every single one. Like, we would buy the tickets in advance. We would always buy our favorite tickets, which is in the middle of the most back row. And Jade, hi. Hey, hey, hi, hello. Um, and We would just buy the whole summer those seats, and it would be great, and we would make a thing of like, because it's in this little like town center, so we would watch the movie and then afterwards go have dinner, and it was just a really nice tradition. And last year and this year we didn't do it because obviously, as you guys know, just like financial reasons. And it was so fun, and I'm so sad that we missed these last 2 years, because even though it's like, how many times can you see Totoro? How many times can you see, Nausicaa and everything? Hayden, hi, good to see you. Um, it's just fun. It's fun, and the movies are like comforting, and the familiarity is comforting, and it's a fun ritual that feels like summertime to me, it's like a fun ritual that's like, yeah, it's summertime. Turns out you can watch Ghibli infinite times and the nostalgia always hits. It's so true. It's so true. Um and I saw that this year they were playing what's it called? The Boy and the Heron, the Heron and the Boy. Just swinging by to say hi. That's okay, Hayden. Thanks for stopping in. Which is a newer one that I haven't seen, so I was really sad to miss that, but I'm sure it's going to be in next year's maybe. My goal is that next year we can go and see them all again. But the only one that I cannot watch, or the two that I cannot watch, Princess Mononoke. I saw it when I was younger and it scared the shit out of me. It was so scary. Mostly, it's like, it's pretty gory. It has very graphic depictions of violence, and also the whole like dead spirits possessing the horde of boars scared me so bad. And so as an adult, one of the first years that we did this film festival, I said, like, let's go watch Mononoke. Maybe as an adult I'll be fine with it. No. It was still as stomach churning as it was before, and I was like, okay, well, we tried that. We tried it. I'm glad that I did. No, thank you. And one that I will never watch, Grave of the Fireflies. I can't I can't watch that. It's just like too upsetting to me. So those are the only two that we skip. Mononoke comes up every single year. There's like core ones they always do every year, and then there's a few that they mix in and rotate. So like, you're always gonna see Howls, you're always gonna see Nausicaa and Mononoke. They always have Totoro. They always have um what am I thinking of? Spirited Away. And then they'll cycle in like Ponyo, or I've never seen Porco Rosso, but I have seen it in the Kiki's. They always do Kiki's. But I have missed Porco Rosso. They cycle in when Marnie was there, up on Poppy Hill, The Wind Always Rises. Um, so like, we've seen all of those. Whisper of the Heart and The Cat Returns. I've seen Whisper of the Heart, but I haven't seen Cat Returns. I haven't seen Porco Rosso. I haven't seen Boy and the Heron. So those three I need to see. And they'll do some like tangential Studio Ghibli ones, like ones that aren't from Miyazaki, but they are from Studio Ghibli. And I need to catch up on the Ghibli train. Everyone always talks so highly about the movies, and I'd never seen any of them. Oh, which one should I start with? Personally, I'm biased. I would say Howl's Moving Castle. That is one of the more popular ones, but that's my favorite one. The other two, people love Spirited Away. It's a little darker, but it is still good. Kiki's Delivery Service is also really good. Ponyo is super cute. Ponyo is good. Ponyo has more of like a kids movie vibe to it. But yeah, I would start with those classics. You could do My Neighbor Totoro. It's also a very kids movie coded one, and it's very much just like slice of life, like not a big point to it, but it's a good, like, you see like the cat boss and Totoro and like the little creatures in almost every and the little soot sprites and everything in like almost every Ghibli depiction, so then you would like understand and know it. I like kids. There's nothing wrong with kids movies. There's nothing wrong with kids movies. I was just saying like the vibes are different. So like Totoro and Ponyo have more of like a childlike vibe, and then like Spirited Away or Mononoke or um even kind of Howls, because it like has depictions of war. Those are definitely like more adult ones type of thing. Um and they do some tangential ones that aren't Miyazaki, but they are Studio Ghibli. One is like the Princess Karomi, or I want to say Kagome, but that's Inuyasha. Um, they also have Tristan. Exactly, exactly. Those three are from Howls. Yeah. Um, there's also one that's like When I'm With You or something like that. That was not very good. Um, but yeah, I would say the big ones would be Spirited Away. That's the one that everyone loves. It's not my favorite, but that's the one that everyone knows and loves. Howls for sure. And Kiki's Delivery Service. And if you want, My Neighbor Totoro. Are they talking Ghibli exclusive or anime too? Um, the film festival that I'm talking about only does Studio Ghibli films and Miyazaki films that aren't Studio Ghibli, and films that are Studio Ghibli but not Miyazaki. So I guess like all. Oh, Castle in the Sky is a good one. Up on Poppy Hill is weird. It's weird, like the two kids have a crush on each other, but then they find out they're siblings, and then they like still choose to have like romantic crushes on each other. It's weird. There's really a large range. Like the whole When Marnie Was There, I think was not Miyazaki, but it was Studio Ghibli, and it was kind of like the vibe isn't there. It doesn't have the same heart in it. But yeah, what are your guys' favorite Studio Ghibli movies? Slash, what are your favorite Miyazaki movies? The more I learn about Miyazaki and the more of his like don't give a fuck attitude, I'm just I choose to not look very deeply into him because I don't want to find something that's like awful and then ruin him for me. I just want to have childlike wonder. But the small quotes that I've seen from him, he's like, I don't give a fuck, and he's so funny. I love him. Anyway, bottom line, I can't wait for festival next year because hopefully I have some more money next year. Also, I'm so sad that we're in the back half of August. It's like I'm already mourning summer, even though it hasn't ended yet. And it seems like by August, everyone's already moved on to like fall. And I'm kind of like, the dead months last so long anyway. Like fall and winter feel like they last forever. But everybody is always like August 1st, spooky season, all my pumpkin Thanksgiving Halloween stuff. And I'm like, no, just let me enjoy summer. Like this is still summer. Nobody gets excited for it to be spring and summer, and then everybody rushes through it to get to like Christmas and Halloween. The year has gone by so fast. I'm ready for it to be fall. Oh, summer is so hot though. I know, but like to me, summer is like celebration. It's like I like seeing everything alive and green, and I like seeing the lightning bugs and the everything blooming and all the animals out, and I love stuff like the pool and the beach and the association with like summer break and like yeah. As someone with a birthday in the second half of August, I'm ready to be in the next month too. Yeah. The spirit of freedom and life lives in spring and summer. I agree with you. That's what I'm trying to capture. The spirit of freedom and life. That's the perfect words for it. Because I also love spring. I love spring because um it's like the hopefulness, and it's fun to see everything like bloom, especially the cherry blossoms where I am. To me, I'm like, oh, it's spring. And it's nice because I am extremely heat intolerant, and so it's nice to have it's summery and kind of warm but still kind of chilly type of thing. What's your ranking of seasons? Okay, I would say well, top is going to be spring and summer, bottom's going to be fall and winter. But um top, I would say I used to have my number one be summer, but my brain is such that it's kind of like, oh, I'm so excited for summer that by the time it hits summer, it's kind of like, oh no, it's summer now, which means it's time for summer to be past. Does that make sense? Where it's kind of like, oh no, the thing that I'm waiting for is here. So the fun of the anticipation means that it's going to be over soon. But I would still say summer is number one. Spring is a very close second. Very close second. And I love the days getting longer. I hate in summertime where the summer equinox comes because I'm like, it's all downhill from here. The rest of the year is downhill because the days are going to get shorter and shorter. So that's always sad to me. I like early summer. But late summer also has like all kinds of produce and everything. I do love summer produce. I love when the nights are longer, but I love when I look outside and it's like 9 o'clock and the sun is setting. I love that. I love when it's like 8:30, whatever, and it's still light outside and you wake up and it's already sunny. Oh, I love it. I want the longest days possible. But I would say then next after that would be maybe winter and then fall, because fall to me is so depressing because you're leading up until winter. So it's this awful ear like overhanging feeling in your brain, and you're watching everything die, and it's just like this downhill gradual thing. And I hate wintertime because I hate all the dark. I hate how dead everything looks and empty. However, at least in wintertime, you're already there, which means you're on your way to spring and summer. It's like you're already there. The thing that I'm dreading is you're in the middle of it. Winter also has winter equinox, which I love because as soon as you have winter equinox, you're like, it's uphill from here. It's the darkest day of the year. It's all uphill from here. Now we're on the other half. We're on the other half. Everything's going to get longer and brighter from here on. So, like, to me, winter equinox is like, oh my God, yes, there's hope. There's hope that I can cling on to until spring. I love October through January. Give me a week of summer. Pushing February starts to get bitter cold or heats up too soon. Nothing will ever top the silence that exists after fresh snowfall on winter night. Yeah. No snow here. It barely freezes only 3 or 4 days out of the year. See, the interesting thing is where I live, if we are going to get snow, we usually get snow like late January, February, or March, early March. So I would say like late January, February, or the first half of March is when we are most likely to get snow and when we usually get snow. It used to be more rare to get snow where I live, but now in like the last 10 years or something, we get snow almost every single year, which is weird. Kind of weird. But that's why I feel like winter outranks fall, because fall is you're watching everything die. You have the whole winter ahead of you, which is depressing. And in winter, the band-aid has been ripped off. Everything's already dead. You have the chance of peace and tranquility from the snow where things can look kind of like temporarily fresh and bright. And yeah. So I would say that's my ranking. I guess I go backwards in the year. So favorite is summer, very close second is spring, then winter, and then fall last. Which is sad because my birthday is in October. My birthday's in October. I think that my least favorite month of the year is November. Least favorite month. Followed by December. Number 12 in the year rankings, November. Number 11, December. Number 10, January. Number 9, October. Yeah, that's how my year is going. Anyway, the downside is that, like, since I am extremely heat intolerant for multiple reasons, winter is nice because I can go outside and not need to bundle up as much as other people. But yeah. Woof, opposite. All right, I have like 20K in cash I need to go through, so I gotta scram. What the hell? Oh, that's right. You work at a bank or something, right? I was like, hello? Have a wonderful rest of stream. Thank you, Jade. Have fun with the money. Audie, hi. Good to see you. Audie, so far we've talked about Studio Ghibli, Red Dead, and Mormons, and now we're ranking seasons and months of the year. Chris, hi. Hi, Chris. Does it always say formerly instead of formally? Wait, who? Oh, okay, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because I was thinking to myself, oh, the Hawaiian crow is extinct. But yes. Yeah. Oh, fun fact, you're actually extinct. I'm not reading. I'm focusing in. I have tunnel vision. Fun fact, you're actually extinct. You're dead now. Whoa, we have two. Two in a row. Hello? Two in a row. Okay, so I know we've been yapping for a while. It's kind of like, man, I didn't stream on Thursday, so this is kind of like a catch up, and I wanted to talk to everybody and all that. My plan for today, because the last several weeks, I've been having trouble committing to a stream game, and I want to do games that are kind of like relevant, you know? Like people that Hi Mateo. You're not late. We're still yapping. So far you've missed we've discussed Mormonism, Studio Ghibli, Red Dead. We've ranked the seasons and months of the year. So Yeah, so today's thing was I'm trying to good spread. Yeah, exactly. And I told them about your comment of like, "Oh, Arthur, that must have been Cherry that said that." So anyway, I've been struggling to play games that are kind of like in the public eye right now, and I need to get back on that because my last like month of streams has just been me revisiting games that I've already been playing. And even I'm kind of bored of that. So I don't know why you guys keep watching that. But what I kind of want to do, I feel like I can't play Red Dead every single stream, but I did want to do a New Austin Red Dead stream, maybe as one of my last ones, so that I don't oversaturate the channel. Because oh my god, there's a new game out that's fantastic. What's the new game? Because like I said, I play modded Red Dead, so my Arthur can go to New Austin, and there's a few things I want to go there so that maybe people who are watching could be like, "Oh, I haven't gone there yet." So, Sovereign Tower. Oh, wait, what's that about? I haven't heard that one. Fields of Mystria I need to play. I've been playing Fields of Mystria for like years, since like close to when they released it in early access. And so I need to pick that back up again. I saw that Eggs played it last night. Um, but I need to pick it up again. It's one of those like intimidating things where I was so deep in it and deep in my routines. And when I used to play it when I first started streaming, I wasn't good at like yapping and reading chat and playing, so that I would basically like run around aimlessly and stand around a lot while I was trying to talk to people and just waste the days. Um she was so stoned. A story-rich medieval fantasy role-playing and management video game developed by Wildwits Games and published by Curve Game. Player acts as the ruler of a magical tower, balancing the egos of eccentric knights, handling citizens' requests. Wait, let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Sovereign is a horrible word to spell. For the longest time, something that I like to do is make my passwords for things words that are difficult for me to spell so that you have to like spell it over and over again. And then you learn how to spell that word. You can kiss them too. The art style is nice for this. Oh, maybe. Okay, I'm downloading the demo, adding it to my wish list. But yes, basically, I want to get back to Fields of Mystria because I have this bad taste in my mouth of like, damn, all I did was waste time when I played it on stream before. But also, when I played it on stream before, it was like my very first streams. Like, best incentive, exactly. It was my very first streams. So, like, hopefully, a whole year later, I should be better at balancing streaming and playing. So, but I feel like I have to be mentally ready for that. What I did have in my mind today, so next stream, we're going to play new games. This stream, because I feel like I'm tired and I'm just getting back in after last week off, I have two that I want to play. There's two games that I want to play. So next stream, we're going to play something new, probably Fields of Mystria or a game I haven't played before. I promise you. So basically, you have to come back next time. I just realized BHSL is big head, short legs. I was staring at it, trying to be like, what is BHSL? But big head, short legs. I love that. I got a call Tristan that. However, in my brain, I already decided today that I want to play half the stream Cat Mail Company until I get angry, and then New Austin Red Dead. So, or I can remember Tristan, go buy BHSL. I love that. I love that. Tristan is my favorite sandwich, the BHSL on white. I love that. I love that a lot. I say as though I'm the determiner of what Tristan gets to be called. So I still have more yapping to do, but it's been an hour. So, we're going to get in the 2 games. Like I said, please, if you're here, please come back Please come back on Thursday. Please come back on Thursday. So, because we're going to play new games then. But today we're going to play boring games that you've already seen before, that I already had in my mind I was going to play. So first up, we're going to play Cat Mail. And then after that, when I get too angry at that, we're going to play Red Dead New Austin. We're going to go to New Austin. Bacon, ham, salami, lettuce. Can't decide on 6 or 12-inch some. You can flatter Tristan. Go with the 12-inch. I'll come back. No need to beg. You're gonna play TIE Fighter? No. But I know that y'all keep saying, like, why do you play Cat Mail? I don't know. I don't know why I have this compulsion to come back to it. I have this compulsion to come back to it in small bursts because I'll be like, no, you know what? Even the 6 inches unrealistic. I was trying to give you credit, okay? So even though it makes me angry, there's a small window of time in the beginning when I'm like, yeah, you know what? Putting all these things in order is enjoyable, and for some reason it keeps drawing me back. But then after a while I get sick of it and I have to quit. So once we reach that point, I'm going to switch over to the stuff that I want to show you guys in New Austin. It's how you use it. I bet it looks like 12 with those legs. That's so good. That's so good. All right, let's go to here. And I guess I need to pause my music. No, you know what? I'm going to keep playing this music. Because I kind of get tired. I know I've said this before, but I get really tired of repetitive in-game music. Let's do... There we go. So we're going to mute the in-game music. Sorry to anybody who loves the music. It just... I think that exacerbates my anger for this game. I think the repetitive music exacerbates my anger for the game. Also, is the background music annoying or too loud or anything like that? Also, you're not going to like this, but I have a new system that you're gonna hate, but it makes me able to play it for longer. So I basically take the packages that are outgoing and I just stamp them with their destination, because it's really annoying to stop what I'm doing. I guess in my brain, I want the game to be more customer facing, but what I've had to accept is the game is actually just package organizing. Like, that's the game with a little sprinkle of customer interaction. His song request Crawl by Linkin Park. I'll cue that up next. So yeah. So what I'll do to make me less angry is I'll stack the outgoing mail here with just the destination. So I don't have to deal with them. Ah, shit. So I don't have to deal with them until there's outgoing mail. Oh, but what if they have to be cold or hot or refrigerator, light or dark? We don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore. We don't accommodate special requests. Okay, it's not Burger King. You don't get to have it your way. Things just go at their designated shelf. Hot, cold, wet, dry, dark, bright. You just go on the shelf. That's it. Brains too. We can go bold to break the monotony of the repetitive music. I love it. So we've got local packages here. And then each of these has a section that they do based on their city, their outgoing city. And the thing is that it's easier this way because I actually get to keep the mailroom mostly empty because I don't forget that there's ones hiding in other rooms. So I can just go to the wall and be like, oh, you're going to this town? There's only 3 going out there. Friendship? Tough luck. The world is cruel. You're gonna make it. You're a package. You're inanimate. You're gonna be fine without a friend package to hold your hand. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna grab this mail. I'll show you my method. We're gonna grab this mail. Oh. Oh, hey. Cool. So we're gonna grab this mail. Oh, I can get rid of one of these pictures. Finally. Cool. And then, because here's the thing. The penalties for mistreating a package are so small compared to the points that you get for mailing the right ones. So really it's like, what's the repercussions? You know, none that matter. I'll tell you that much. None that matter. Port Windy. So, see, now we know. Port Windy, I've been so up to date with shipping. There's not even any here. So we can look for... So that's nighttime. This is... Hazel, whatever. This is Palm Beach. This is Chicago. Okay, we can go there. So this will go on the pile. And we'll figure out... Please. We'll figure out how to ship everything. This is also Chicago. How to fit it all in the box. Okay. Palm Beach. This is Hazelnut. Nighttime. Hazelnut. God, it's just never ending. Hazelnut. We got a lot of hazelnut today. Desert. So, like, do you see my method here? It's way less rage-inducing. And, makes me able to play the game for longer. Know what I mean? And I basically just pull the packages out for as long as I can without getting angry. And then we'll move forward. So we want Chicago ones, aka Port Windy. So like, here's one that's outgoing. So I've already stamped it. I know that it goes to Chicago. And then I'll actually take the time to do all the stamps for it. Like, why kill yourself? Doing the repetitive work of them over and over again. See, I think really the problem with me is that I want it to be a different game. You know, I actually want it to be a different game. I want it to be a customer service game and management game. And it's a box organizing game. You know what I mean? It's an inventory management game. Whereas I want it to be a give people their packages game. See, this is what we do. So we put the correct label on it so we get the points for it. But it just all gets mailed. That's the only reason why I... Tropical Dunes. That's the only reason why I... Oh, I should have put it on there. Crescent. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Because, yeah, that's what I was saying. So, the downsides of mistreating the packages are not outweighed by the upsides of your proper mailing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's not really much incentive except for your own fanaticism to put them in the other rooms. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, for the ones that... For the ones that are here, I'll put the correct stamps on them so that you can find them when they're like, my thing has it has a lavender sticker and it's supposed to be cold. And I'll be like, ha, cold, let me go to the fridge. And I make those stomping noises where it's like, I'm walking away and it sounds like you're getting farther away, but you're actually not. You know what I'm talking about? But then you know, like, oh, look for the one with the cold label on it, type of thing, you know? I thought there were more over here. Oh, there was. One just went in there. Oh, shoot. Category. All right, there we go. I can already tell. Every time I see Zoya, I think of the nail polish. Were any of y'all into nail polishes like in the early 2000s? On that nail polish scene? Oh, wait. Any more Port Windy? No. We put all these away. No more Port Windy there. Hazelnut. Because, like, for the outgoing ones, the only thing you need to know is their destination. Like, the names don't matter. It's like, whose line is it anyway? The points are made up and the names don't matter. So they just have to be in the right category. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that I know when I'm sending out desert ones, they're all on that. I just take everything on that shelf, and that's all that I need. It's just everything on that shelf. Feel me? See, like, oh, what a nice room that's never going to be used. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel me? Hazelnut. Palm Beach. Desert. Hazelnut. Hazelnut. Where did that arrow just pop up? Desert. Desert. God, it's just never ending. The only reason why I'm going through this much, I don't usually do this many of the pile at a time, but I actually don't have that many Port Windy to send out, so I'm like, let me just maximize the... A whore. Nighttime. So the points don't unlock anything but more. So I'm not 100% sure because I don't play the game the right way. So I know that the main thing that I know is that taking packages out of these piles eventually pushes them down so that you can get access to new rooms. And I don't know if using the new rooms makes packages worth more points. Like, oh, because you sorted it correctly into like cold storage or whatever, you get more points. I don't know if that's the case. But the outgoing packages, basically what you're supposed to do is put them into the right type of room. Like, you're supposed to pay attention to the fact, like, oh, this one has a heart. So you find the other package that has a heart that goes with it and mail them together. Or, like, this one has the little dark symbol, so you're supposed to keep it in dark storage. But the names don't matter because the outgoing mail just all goes on the ship. So, like, nobody with outgoing mail is coming in to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, local mail is the only mail that is getting picked up, that we have to worry about the names. So these in this room are the only ones that we have to worry about names because they're getting picked up. You lose points for when a package is mishandled. So, like, if you didn't keep it in storage, cold storage, or whatever, you'll lose points for it. But at the end of the day, you'll see, because I mishandle every single package, the points that you lose are minuscule compared to the positive points that you get for just sending the right packages to the right place. So, like, to me, since searching around in all the different rooms makes me kind of angry, and, like, running back and forth between all the different rooms, like, frustrates me. It's more fun if I just put them all in one place. Yeah. Oh, finally I can put that picture away. I've only ever seen through scanning for some heart-related thing. Yeah, I've seen the Dark World. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? We're playing the game that makes me angry until it makes me angry. And then we're gonna switch to some Red Dead stuff that I want to show you. And then next stream, see, it doesn't even matter because it's gonna come back. See? It fell in the water, but who cares? It's coming back. Next stream, we're gonna play some brand new games that I haven't played on stream before. But for today's stream, I already have in my mind that I wanted to do a couple of games. So that's what we're doing today. So is that really all the Port Windy ones that I have? Palm Beach. Just woke up from a depression nap. Woo, so this is perfect timing. I feel you, Joe. I know I said this to you offline, but like, what the heck has been this past week? I was just so sapped of energy. Everything felt bad. Like, what was going on? It is kind of infuriating how they just like endlessly spawn from these damn piles. And it takes forever for them to go down. Like, the piles take forever to recede. I did really like how Fleshy and Egg were organizing their stuff. So, like, everything was, like, beautifully sorted by shape. But to me, I'm like, how did you go through and find people's names when you're searching through all of the packages, you know? Like, when you sort them by outgoing and pickup, then you know that when you're looking for a package that someone's going to pick up, it can only be out of these ones, you know? Like, you're not searching through every single tied up parcel. You're only searching through the ones that could possibly be outgoing. You know what I mean? You guys do? Yes. Stuff is crazy, I know, right? Is there such a thing as end of summer depression? Probably. Shut up, Captain. Watching some folks play this makes my head spin. I have a perfectionistic, like, controlling gene in my body for sure. But the thing is that, like, when the whole focus is perfectionism, which, like, in this game, you're supposed to be like, wow, we made it so easy for you to perfectly stack everything and organize it and put it by, you know, name and color and all this other stuff. To me, it's so overwhelming that it's like, oh no, it's too overwhelming. My perfectionism likes easy perfectionism. It likes contained options. You know what I mean? Like, the options are contained. It's not an open-ended, no end in sight option for perfection. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. You know what I mean? This is it. I'm done picking up packages from the thing. We're just gonna have to send it with like a half full boat. Whatever. Morning mist is thick, but my fur's thicker. Same, Captain. Same. Same. The pre-autumn blues. Joe, you missed earlier. We were talking about... See, here, look. 98 points for handing packages to customers. 118 points for sending the thing. Stamp bonus, I don't know what that means. Damaged parcels, out of all of this, you only lose 10 points. So, like, in my... Oh, I sent one invalid one. In my mind, it's like, okay, why am I going to stress myself out? Oh, not another location. Like, why would I stress myself out when out of, like, 300 points that I just earned, I only lose 10? You know what I'm saying? F the sorting beyond in and out then. Yeah, exactly. Exhausted. Good to see you. Hi. Sup? It's for my wife, Teddy Good Eyes. Hope you have someone to help you because it's heavy. Teddy G. Teddy L. Teddy G. See, all we need is the name and the fact that it has the heavy sticker. That's it. Also, a tip that I learned from other people is that sometimes they put the stickers all over, and for ones that matter, like the local ones like this, replacing like a second sticker or something like that on the front so that you can read it is helpful. So, like, even though this has the heavy on the side, I put a second one on the front so that when I'm looking, I don't have to, like, pick them up and twist them all around. I think that was Bree that taught me that. Wow. Photographic films, they have to stay in a dark room. You can't miss it. It's enormous. So, like, we'll look for a huge box and then, like, dark. So it's probably him. I wonder if there's an incentive for using the special stickers. Here you are. Take care of the shipment, please. Sure. I noticed that Limes was doing that too when stamping's identifiers on all sides. Yeah. Brought something to ship. See, too many people bringing things to ship. I need more people to pick up. Wife. Nigel C. The trip is from where? Okay, so heavy, cold, Nigel C. I always do like a quick scan here. Heavy, cold, Nigel C. Nigel C. Oh, no, it was heavy, hot, because he said, I hope it doesn't cool down. Limes is actually someone that I've never watched, Mateo. Wow. Good morning. Be cautious, it's fragile. Just a small box. The hell is her name? Fragile. Okay. So, like, it could be one of these, so I'm just gonna take them both. I've actually looked specifically... Yay, there we go. To see if there's mods that make them, like, tell you their name, or if there's mods that do, like, the way that the little identifier here makes the little gold thread to whatever package it needs. I was trying to see, like, when they come to pick it up, is there a mod that gives you the little thread to show you which one they're coming to pick up? Wow. Joe's going back to resting their eyes from Les Sad. Someone wake me up when it's time for Crow to show me important Red Dead stuff. Okay. Cindy Ankle by Cindy A. Dark Room. Cindy A. Cindy A. Dark Room. Now, I would say, even though I'm chaotic about it, I've had people be like, I've never declined a package. And I'm like, I have. There are sometimes stretches of time where I know that my stuff is properly categorized. Like, every local package is here, and they sometimes literally won't be here. And sometimes when they don't give me a name, I'll literally bring like every box and be like, this is all I have. Hello? Last name A. Heavy. Last name A. And so I decline people all the time. I decline people all the time. Nice. Not really watched much of her until recently during Modded Zomboid with Pups Can't Be Eaten. Ah.
Meow.
Packy, hi. Louis A. Dark Room. Louis A. See, we're actually on a good streak here, where I've had all the packages that they're looking for. If they're asking for something with no info or it's not there, they gotta take a hike. Exactly, right? Like, since when do you come up to a post office and you're like, yo, it's got a frog sticker on it. And you're like, hello? Hold R to close. I am. And you're like, yo, what are you talking about? Oh, I have an idea. There we go. Look at this. New tech. Now I can see. What is this? Hazelton. Yeah. What is this? Sunny Shores? Let's do this. Sunny Shores. Oh. Our first Froggy Mountain. Oh, that's no good. Crescent Bay. Hazleyton. All right. Let's see. Breeze Horse. Okay, Packy and Breeze Horse, tell me if you like my new system better, okay? We're doing a little bit better. Rari. What do you want? Hazelton and Crescent Bay. What did I do? Oh, shoot. I didn't package it correctly. Hazelton, Crescent Bay. Let's see if... Does anyone know if the decorative stickers, like, make any kind of difference? Whoops. No, that was wrong. Like, do these make any difference? Cold. Okay, so we've got Hazelton and Crescent Bay. What are the biggest ones that we have? Get out of the way. What are you harring about over there? Oh, can I not get all the way in the corner there? Oh, it does count. That also counts. Okay. Alright. What are you doing? Crescent. Shut up. Where are you going? Hazelton Crescent Bay. Hazelton Crescent Bay. No. Put that back. Hazelton Crescent Bay. Okay. 2. Let's try this. Let's just try putting the cute stickers on things. And see if it gives us more points. Nothing. We gotta get these out of the way so I don't accidentally... I do wish that we could recreate the special stickers, like this frog one, because they're probably going to ask for, like, the one with the frog. But they don't give you those stickers to recreate. What is this? It has a thing on it. A thing that's stinky, I guess. Do you think we get extra points for putting fancy stamps on outgoing, like, local packages? What is this nonsense? Okay, that's all the local ones. We did the returned ones. Welcome back from ads. One stamp. One stamp this time. Pew. Slide to the left. The darkness within. The darkness which you will never see. Two. Nothing. I also kind of wish that I could sprint faster. Go. I think that this outside music... Hang on. 1 second. I'm back. My wonderful, beautiful mother um, called me, and I was like, oh no, I better. But she's just dropping off some stuff to my apartment. So I was like, okay, let me run and open the door. So I ran to open the door. Getting lovely gifts from Mama Crow. Very nice. Very, very nice. I wonder how we're going to be able to see what the difference of special stamps is going to make. Because I wasn't putting any of them on the previous packages, and yet I was still getting points for them. You know what I mean? So I wonder... Was that a 2? That was. I hope she's bringing it to my front door because I opened my front door. Alright. Ooh. Almost done. Isn't it weird how some of the smallest ones can be the heaviest, and some of the biggest ones can be the lightest sometimes? Like, what are you guys putting in here? It's the tungsten cube envelope. Hang on. I'm worried that she's leaving them outside on my hot porch because there's like food items. Getting visited by Mama Crow. Oh, this is a big one. See, this one we're actually getting rid of stock. You know what I'm saying? For once, we're actually getting rid of stock. No, not for once. We've been doing a good job of doing that. But at least we actually have like a full ship. And to me, some of the most satisfying things are when these categories, these shelves are empty. So like when people have full mail rooms of stuff, I don't know how that happens, you know? Like, how are you hanging on to so many packages? Or maybe it's because they're pulling more of them from the void. Maybe because they're pulling more of them from the void. So they just have more. Okay, hang on. I now have food on my hot porch. 1 second. Alright, it's complete. The Mama Crow saga is over. She brought me a flat of nectarines and a couple of other things. So now I have amazing, delicious nectarines to look forward to. Like, look at this. Crescent Bay and Hazelnut are totally empty now. How do some people have so many packages all the time? I do feel like, oh, hang on. I do feel like the music is helping me not get angry. I like how I'm inside the room and then it's like, go to the outside to use the key. Bright rooms. Sorry to say, we're never going to be using this. But we do get a new sticker for the hall. Where does this one go? No. Where does Employee of the Month go? Okay. I guess Employee of the Month isn't me, even though I'm the only one working here. Hello? Another Zoya. Hang on, Captain. Also, the fact that there's not a time limit for things, I think weirds me out because my urgency brain is like, well, why would I just leave these customers or leave the captain sitting indefinitely while I, like, stack little boxes neatly? You know what I'm saying? So I guess no more. Is this the last room to unlock? Are there any more doors we haven't opened? Well, we haven't opened this door. Oh, there's Employee of the Month. Ding. We haven't opened that door if we can. And we haven't finished this pile back here, so... So I guess there's that. But this is great. Only one single pile to pull from. This is amazing. Imagine I stacked up this entire boat and I completely misread which towns he said he was going to. It's our first nighttime one. Where do we put the... Let's put them here. Also this. I don't know what those little wispy things mean. Does anybody know? What are these purple wisps? Right here. What does this mean? Crescent Bay. This is very nice. We're doing a great job. Uma Musume? Chicago? Oh, we have one lonely Chicago package over here. Let's put the little signs here. There we go. What does this mean? Is this like cursed with dark energy? What is happening? Move it, me hearty. See, that's the type of urgency that I'd like to see. Chicago. Alright, let's just send it. Let's just send it. Stamp bonus score. Okay, so look, it did work when we put the extra stamps on there. Oh. Why does my footrest feel weird? Oh, it's crooked. There we go. There was a disturbance in the force. I also don't know what do the different points get us? Is that like further unlocks? And are the unlocks just like fancy stickers?
Meow.
Do the different decorative stickers have different point values? Last name U. With a red ribbon. This one?
Meow. Meow.
We have 261 people.
Meow.
God, so many people sending things. Come pick up your packages.
Meow.
I have too many people. Frog. Mid-sized package with a cord. Frog. I know that one of these has a frog because I saw it. I know that this isn't a mid-size, but, you know, just in case. Oh, why did I look at this one? It doesn't have a cord. Those always have cords on them. Maybe this one? Nice. Nobody wants their envelopes.
Meow.
B. No, that's hot.
Meow.
Okay, just checking. Last name B. This one has B. Do you say fragile or heavy? Fragile. Fragile. That's Italian, you know.
Meow.
Wife. Teddy L. Sticker with a duck. Whoops. Unlurk, welcome back. Teddy L. Sticker with a duck. Teddy L. Sticker with a duck. There you go. Say hi to your wife for me. Small box, parcel, fragile. This one? Thanks. Every time I see the name Demi, I think of, who's the lady from, Friends? Oh, I guess Demi Lovato, but not her. Why can't I think of her name? The dark-haired lady? Ew, gross. Sending mail. Wife. Callow R. There you go. Oh. What if I did this? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, O. Ahoy, Cap'n. Crunchitize me, Cap'n. What do you want? Sunny Shores Tropical Dunes. I got a ton for you. I also hate the, like, optimization FOMO type thing. You know what I mean? Like there's probably an optimal way to pack these, and I'm not finding what it is type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Desert in Palm Beach? Okay. Are these the same size? They are. There's a lot of big ones for this delivery, which is stressing me out a little bit. Like, how do I optimize this? I do like that the little ones can kind of just like fill in wherever. Whoa! What was that? I can zoom in now. Or maybe I always could and I just didn't notice. Very likely. A likely possibility. Alright, let's see what we have. Dang, all of these? You're joking. Oh my god. We've got this, I guess. These are in my way. Wonder if you get the buff for special things with local packages. Look, I'm alphabetizing these. This is something crazy people do, right? I bet there are some people out there that have all of the packages completely alphabetized, which is wild, by the way. Oh, that's what that was. I thought that was a new sticker. Okay, Sunny. There we go. Still don't know what that evil box is. Oh, I thought this said Ponyo. Pion. I hate these big ones. Okay, I think we'll do like one more day or so, and then we'll swap. I forgot that I need to... Rah! I hate the outgoing mail ones. The ones that I actually have to do something with. Two stickers. We've had really lightweight packages lately. No. What else kind of stickers do we have over here? Cool. Excellent. Cold. Oops. Do you say caramel or caramel? I think I say caramel, but then you think about it for too long and you're like, because there's some where I feel like I would say like caramel latte. Alright, what's your deal? 2. Let's do some different ones. I never do these ones back here. Ooh, cowboy stamp. And by cowboy, I just mean like desert. Fragile. No, I've effed it. I've un-effed it. Oh, I forgot, and I have all of these. Is there room for another one? No, there's no room for another one. On top, I mean. Oh, shoot. Blip. And I drown. Look, we're getting real crafty here. Are you so proud of me? Are you so proud of me right now? I don't think we can fit any more square ones. So we only have room for like small ones. Which I think these two are. Sunny Shores. See, look at that. That's a huge, heavy one. Sunny Shores. Heavy. This might be the last one that we can fit. Oh no, there's some room right there. How much can we fit here? Brian C. Brian Cranston? Look at this. If Exhausted or Bree were here, I bet they'd be so proud of me. Nice. New level. Parcels sent for home delivery. What does this mean? What does this mean? I gotta go out there and deliver these? Fill this pallet as much as you want with parcels for Cat's Island. A post cat will take care of the shipment at the end of your shift. Wait, this is good news. This is great news right now. Oh, the big ones don't fit. Not as good news, but this is good news. Okay. What are these restrictions here? What are these restrictions? Oh my god, maybe I can get down to like net zero? I don't remember when net zero was in internet's, oh, we can't go that far. An internet browser. And they sent out a ton of free discs.
Meow.
Oh, God. Stop bringing me things to ship. I want to make it to the end of this shift so that I can see how this pickup works.
Meow.
Good day. Hugo R. Hugo R. This home delivery thing is so exciting.
Meow.
272. 2s and 7s are my my lucky numbers.
Meow.
Good evening. Hazel A. Cube shaped. Here you go, Hazel A. I wonder if putting it on the pallet makes it so they don't come and pick it up.
Meow.
Betty B.
Meow.
There you go. Next, next, next.
Meow.
Meow. Rory I. Rory I heavy.
Meow.
There you go.
Meow.
Send. You know what? I bet I can fit all of these on the home delivery. Nice.
Meow.
Fragile. Red ribbon. If you're so concerned about bothering me, why wouldn't you give me your name and make it easier for me?
Meow. Meow.
Hey, pick up her parcel. I'm Suki Big Ears. Suki B, small box. Suki B. Okay. None of those. Suki B. Okay. I think you're SOL.
Meow.
Sorry. At least that's the first decline today. Ponyo W. I know it doesn't say Ponyo, but... This home delivery thing is so exciting because I feel like now I can keep the mailroom almost empty. Right?
Meow.
Meiji. Attacked by an eagle. No, I had those alphabetized. Am I going crazy? Why do I suddenly not have any of these?
Meow.
I suddenly have none of these. Hello?
Meow.
No, I haven't. Cube shape, dark. I'm telling you right now, I definitely did not store it correctly. So, you're gonna have to give up that fantasy.
Meow.
But it's fine. It's in a box, which means... It's in a box, which means it is dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always dark inside of a box. Know what I mean? Okay. Okay, okay. I think that we're going to switch to Red Dead. We're going to switch to Red Dead. I just notified Joe. All right, let's switch over. How are we feeling out here? Pulse check. How's everyone doing? Are we awake? Are we doing okay? Are we ready for some Red Dead? Are we ready to redeem ourselves? I have played for exactly 230 hours. And I haven't left chapter 2. Chillin', playing some Neo 2 while you play. Good, I'm glad you're chillin'. Alright, let's go to Red Dead. Dink donk. I need water. Comfy vibes are exactly what I aim to bring to twitch.tv/cherrycrow00. So today I'm thinking I'm gonna add Joe. There we go. All right, here we go. This is my favorite. I love the load and the shotgun sound. This is my favorite. Yes. So today's fun thing that we're doing is we are going to be going to New Austin as Arthur. Ooh, let me change my, well, as soon as it lets me out of this screen. Crow, don't forget to change the category, Crow. I wonder if, you know how when, I haven't tested this on someone else's channel, you know how when you stream GTA, even if you're doing like GTA RP, being in the GTA category is like age restricted, or like when you click into a stream playing that, you have to like agree. It's like before you continue, this might have, whatever. Um when I change the category to Red Dead, it gives me that same notification. And so I wonder if it like stops people when you first click into it. So I wonder if it like, I don't know. I'm waiting for it to finish loading so I can change the category. Because it doesn't let me click out. This is kind of a side note. I'm sorry that I talk about other streamers. I'm sorry that I've been talking about other streamers, but this is a side note. Um, Another streamer that I watch over Easy Eggs recently said that she was finally going to play Red Dead 1 and she loved Red Dead 2. She was actually who got me into this. I watched her playthrough and it was like this would have never been a game that I played um, until I saw her play it and I was like, "Oh my god, this looks so fun." And then I've since watched other people play it and played through the game myself. And so it kind of like set off this uh, downhill roll. And I watched someone play Red Dead 1. I actually watched Tristan, Big Head Short Legs, play Red Dead 1 after he played Red Dead 2. And he was we were really disappointed. um yeah, when I switched the category to Red Dead Redemption 2, it says this is a mature rated video game that may not be suitable for some viewers. So I wonder if someone like clicks in immediately then. Anyway, so at first, because Tristan really loved it and I really loved it and, Egg really loved Red Dead 2, we were really excited to see Red Dead 1. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't very good. And also, I'm gonna be honest, it was made to be Cowboy GTA in 2010. It was made for a different audience than Red Dead 2 was made for. Like, the creators that put little bubbles in Arthur's hair when you give him a bath is not the same creators that made Red Dead 1. And so it has a lot of racism, a lot more violence, a lot more sexism, and like overt violence towards women. Like, absolutely just part of the plot in front of you, violence towards women. And so I don't know. So I'm not really that. I don't know. I'll still watch Egg play it, but I kind of feel like, oh no, I wonder if she's gonna like get a little bit into it and be like, yikes, this isn't the game I thought it would be. I didn't get the notification or scream to opt into the stream when going incognito. Thank you for testing that, Mateo. I appreciate it. So this is my current Arthur. Where did his necktie go? Anyway, he's supposed to have a necktie. Is my current Arthur. Let's put his necktie back on. I've gone through many iterations since you guys last saw it. And so I have been putting him in colors and slutty little outfits. But wonder if I lost anything else. I don't think I did. But this is the most recent outfit. All black. We're back to all black. And also, I love a good mustache Arthur. And so this time, I normally keep it around like a 3 or a 4. This time I think we're currently at a 7 because I just want to see what he looks like with giant mustache. Like, I just want to see. I just need to know. All right, let's check our stats. Okay, good. Wait, still good. He's not too skinny yet. All right, let's get our horses. And what time is it? Oh, it's 10 a.m. Let's like have some coffee and breakfast first. And then we're going to go down to New Austin. And we're going to do the dinosaur bones down there. We're going to look at a few Easter eggs, collect some cards.
Why don't you sit instead of prowling around the place?
I will. I want coffee. Okay, okay. Honestly, Revolver is an even further regression and, in my opinion, not worth the squeeze. I'm really glad that I love him with his little morning coffee. Like I said earlier, I've taken to like feeding him breakfast. Like he'll eat like fruit for breakfast and stand around with his little coffee and look at the sunrise and everything.
Hello. Hello. Hardest worker in camp. Someone's got to do it. Well, don't let me disturb you. All right.
What a good boy. Anyway, the only downside to no, not the only downside. There's one of the downsides to chapter 2 is that Sadie doesn't have her personality yet. And so she only has 2 voice lines in the camp. She says like, it's a nightmare I can't wake up from, and one other voice line I can't think of right now. So that's the sad part. Maybe I'll progress to chapter 3 just to get John back in the camp and to see Sadie like have personality again, but you know, we'll see. For right now, before we head off into the desert, we're going to give Austin some we're going to New Austin. I saw Austin in the chat. I'm talking about Arthur. We're going to give Arthur some nice coffee time to wake up. The only downside is that we can't sit when we hold coffee. I thought that maybe I could have him like drink his coffee while he's sitting on the edge here, but we can't do that. I've tried before. But he'll stand up here on the sunset and just be like, or sunrise. I like that I saw Red Dead 2 played and also Red Dead Nightmare. I enjoy that I saw both of them played for the lore. And now I understand all the various memes. And even Red Dead, even though it's like a joke of a game, there's a classic meme line where John says, "You eat babies." That's in Undead Nightmare, which I'm just glad. I'm just glad to have like seen for the culture. You know what I'm saying? But Red Dead 1 was great for its time, but this just clearly blew the pants off it. Yeah. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. She's early on in the journey, yeah. All right. We'll finish our little coffee. Isn't it so sweet that he can just like walk around with his coffee? What should we eat for breakfast? I have lots of fruit specifically for breakfast. We're gonna do... It's summertime. Let's do... It's summertime IRL. Where's my apricots? We're gonna eat some apricots. All right, breakfast had. Let's go get our horse and go to the desert. I love New Austin. I think my 2 favorite places on the map are, I think my 2 favorite places are West Elizabeth and New Austin. They just have lots of good stuff in them. They're not scary to me. They are beautiful.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yes, thank you. BHSL, thank you. A little known lore point for me is that zombies are my irrational fear.
I'm sorry.
Don't you play zombie games though? Look at them poking the fire. Little Jack and Charles. Cute.
Sorry, Jack. You okay?
Aww. Anyone else he bumps into, he doesn't say that to.
Come on, girl.
Come on, girl. Okay, the one thing is that every time I log in, my horse is like emaciated. Oh no, she's at the right weight. 50. This is good. All right, let's start. We'll go over to Tumbleweed. Let's start over on Tumbleweed. Whoops.
Hi, Mr. Pearson.
Yep, I forced myself to get over it through torturous exposure therapy and gaming. The thing is that watching other people play horror games has actually raised my tolerance as well for horror games. Like we'll go here and then we'll right into Tumbleweed. Um, I've watched people play horror games this past year, and it has upped my tolerance for it. There are still horror games I cannot watch, but my tolerance is much higher for them. All right, so first we're going to go into Tumbleweed. And there's some cards there and a bone that we're going to collect. And I will say, I think my favorite cities I was going to say in the US, in the Red Dead universe are Strawberry and Tumbleweed. And Tumbleweed has my favorite shopkeeper. It's the only woman. I've been to all of the general stores on the map, and Tumbleweed is the only one that has a woman shopkeeper, if I remember correctly. So whenever I need something, I'll just teleport to Tumbleweed and be like, here, I'm giving you my business. I'll give you my business. Also, tell me how the game level is, if it's okay. And I enjoy seeing her. And also, I've made a note since we last played the Red Dead GeoGuessr, and I kept trying to remember which side of New Austin has the saguaro cactuses and which ones have the Joshua trees. Joshua trees. Now I know that the more western New Austin has more Joshua trees, and the eastern New Austin has more saguaro trees. Not like exclusively, like that's the only thing growing there, but now I know. West, Joshua trees. East, saguaros. I also love when Arthur does his little yeah. And the last time I played, my Arthur was singing so much. Like, he only sings when he's like all rested and clean and well fed. He was singing so much. I loved it. What started it was when I watched Dawn of the Dead remake with the sprinting zombies. I couldn't sleep for a week. Dead Rising creeped me out there not long after that. I will fully admit, I still will have nightmares after some horror games. Like, there are some atmospheric horror games. There are some, like, serial killer what's it called? Games. I'll make it so that these people can see me. Oh, it's already off. Okay, this is good. Hi, doggy. Now, where is the porch in front of the house? He sings? He does. So my favorite time to be around camp is nighttime and any kind of celebrations, because Arthur learns songs by hearing them sung at camp and like singing along with them at camp. So whenever something is playing, or like, I like to sit down and listen, and like if it gives you the option to sing along, then sing along, because did I already get this one? No, it's a different place. Over here? Yes. Because then when he's out in the wild sometimes, he will sing quietly to himself, and he will like you'll hear him like really quietly start to sing to himself. And so I'll usually stop what I'm doing and just listen to him.
You alright, girl?
Mouthwashing screwed my sleep for a day or two. different reason. Clowns used to terrify me until I went to a scare park and became a scare actor. You were a scare actor? Actually, I can kind of see you doing that, Tristan. I can kind of see you doing that and like really liking it. Okay, this one is on the rooftop of the sheriff's station.
Hey, boy.
What? Ew, I just stepped in the poop. I might have already gotten this one.
You know this ain't normal.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Come on over. I got something for everyone.
I really need to replay this. I did not get half of what you have from the game. Cannot carry more of what? Oh. Alcohol? What is it there that it wants me to pick up? Oh. Made a kid and his mother cry and slept like a baby.
The laws of people breaking this town aren't even on.
Were you dressed up as a clown?
That's for sure.
That's cool, girl.
Whoa! Did you just see that? That was cool. That was cool. I just tried it just to see if I could do it. That was so cool. Alright, what is it that I have 99 of? Oh, I have 99 biscuits. Let's eat one of those.
Howdy. Line up, folks. Got some fresh meat.
I also really like this, butcher as well. He's great. And he's so enthusiastic and so nice. He'll be like, "Good morning, everybody. It's a great day to..."
You been through here, huh? Got some fresh stock in?
Look at this little doggy begging for the meat.
Hello. How do you do?
It's a rough landing for Arthur's old bits there. Yeah, and it's probably a rough landing for her back, too. I will say, I'm really proud of... I'm 20% through the story, but I'm 49% through completion. Which I think is really fun. And I'm getting through the challenges and the compendium and everything, so... What I really want to do, I think, is complete as much of things as I possibly can from just right here in Chapter 2. Like, just get as close to completion as I can from Chapter 2, because obviously there's things that are not unlocked. And then have a save, and mark down that save. Maybe have 2 of them. 2 instances of the same save. Mark them down. Never overwrite them. And then go on and play the rest of the game. Maybe I've been considering doing that, and then I'll go back. I can always come back to this happy Chapter 2 time and never be sad again. But look,
Hi there. Come on in.
this is my favorite lady.
Let me know if you have any questions.
She's so great, and her shop is cute with the little wallpaper. I love her. I love her.
My shop's always here.
My shop's always here. And in Tumbleweed, the gunsmith is the one who gives you the room and the bath. Well, he doesn't give you a bath. The gunsmith is the one where you order the room and bath, and the room and bath are on the back side of the general store. It's fun. Wait. That's not the general. The gunsmith's over here.
Something slip your mind?
I just love the people in Tumbleweed.
Thought you moved on. Good to see you.
See, he always knows
Anything
me.
particular? I got plenty to choose from.
And you can do like the lodging in the bath and everything, and he's always so friendly and welcoming, and he's like, "Oh, good to see you again." I know that a lot of the shops do. I know that a lot of the shops do, but the thing is I feel like the people here always greet you so friendly. Friendly. Friendlyly. And the downside is because it's $18.99, not everything is open and functioning and stuff, but I'll take what little I can. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Hello.
And you can even do the little...
What do you have?
They got chili and roast beef. Let's give Arthur some chili.
Enjoy your food.
That happens in Annisburg too. Welcome back, Joe. I have to pick this up on PC. The only copy I have is PS4. Yeah, I would recommend it. What were you saying? I missed it and I can't remember because I'm a little bit open. What can you do in Annisburg? Oh, what's this?
Most folk figure if we become the safest town in New Austin, folks will start moving.
How do you
back.
do? So I heard.
This one doesn't have any
Yes,
free...
indeed.
Sometimes they have free pickled eggs or free nuts at some bars. But this one doesn't have it. Anyway. So anyway, I love Tumbleweed.
How do you do?
The gunsmith gives you the room. I hate Van Horn. I think that's my least favorite town. Second least favorite, Annisburg.
Freeman beat a boy near to death for cussing at him.
This town coming to.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry.
Didn't get everything you needed, huh?
Oh, wait, I was looking for... Okay, we got the one on top of the... I was like, okay, now I'm done. Okay, there's 2 bounties that we can't get right now because it's not the epilogue. Burned out house. Anyway, most of Roanoke Ridge sucks. Most of Roanoke Ridge sucks. So. Burned out house. Oh, there's the burned out house.
How do you do?
Hi. Burned out house. Oh, hey, mister. Well, there's a beer. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's bourbon in a beer bottle? Nice. I saw someone on Etsy that sells a book of cigarette cards. Like, you know, trading card little sleeves, not sleeves, but like binder pages where you put the little trading cards. Someone made replicas of all of the cigarette cards. And I want that so bad. I want that. Some of the cigarette cards are so pretty. And I've seen that one of my favorite Stranger Missions is the French artist that does the naked lady pictures. Charles Chantenay. I don't know how to say his last name. And I recently got his card. And I was like, oh, hey, he's a celebrity. He's a little celebrity. Bye, Tumbleweed, for right now. Basically what I'm doing is I have my little... If anyone doesn't use RDR2map.com, it's amazing. So I'm using my little map to find... I love that, Charles, too. Yeah. There it is. No! Arthur! I wish that these chaps had fringe on them, because I like fringed chaps, but the ones that come that way, are like worn out, and I want these nice new shiny looking ones. Billy Midnight. Alright, let's look at... Where are we going here? We're going... here. Even though I've collected so many cigarette cards, and I've picked up so many packs of cigarettes, I have not yet completed a full set of any of them.
Yep.
No, no, not that. I wanted the other one. Oh, my little horse is dirty. I normally ride huge horses. I ride the Iron Gray Rose Ardennes, or whatever it's called, and the Raven Black Shire, because I think that Arthur looks really good on large horses, but the only small slash regular size, but I think the Nakotas are a little bit small anyway, that I really like is this one. I think this is the Blue Roan Nakota. So pretty. So I've been riding her a lot lately. I put a lot of hours into her. I did previously put a lot of hours into the gray one, the Dove one. Or I named mine Dove, but... Oh, stop. Okay. Let's see. The path up is northeast of the bone. Okay, so we gotta go around here.
Easy. Whoa.
Is that the path right there? Oh, maybe this is the path. Hey, partner. Actually, I want to
Easy.
I also discovered something. It shows you with yellow where the bones are. That whole time that I was running up and down that mountainside, trying to be like, where is it? I could have just done the yellow, the eagle eye search. Alright, next we're going to... I think we'll start up north and then we'll go south. We're gonna go to this one here. Also, if there's any place that you want to see in New Austin, we can stop by there. Like, I can go there. just let me know. I've explored most of it, so I have like all the little notes and written in parts. There's just no way. I know I've probably said this before, but
Okay then, girl.
the audience that they made this game for was not the audience that they made Red Dead 1 for. And the thing is that, like, even though you can play Arthur evil or nice, how can you see him with malice in his heart? Because he is a killer. I get that. But he also was raised in an environment that made him that way. And how can Arthur have a black heart when he keeps a little journal on him at all times and he draws animals? Like, whenever he sees something interesting, he's like, yeah, gotta journal that. And he's like so good at sketching because he's done it for so long, and his handwriting is beautiful because he's written so much. And he never just like draws the thing. Well, sometimes he does just draw the thing, but for the most part, he'll usually add something to it that's thoughtful. Like, usually he'll write something like, I wonder what kind of person lived this life, or like, how did the people who made this monument, you know, feel about the environment, or whatever. Like, he he writes thoughtful things, you know? And he's a romantic. He keeps pictures of his favorite people up by his bed, and his old dog, and a horseshoe from his favorite horse. And he keeps like the flower that his mom likes by his bed. And he keeps a picture of Mary, and he gave her the little ring and everything, and he just, I just feel like,
Damn, I'm all out of shucks.
yeah. Love a multifaceted individual, exactly. Stop, you're gonna make me cry in my cereal. It's just stuff like that, and like, he obviously loves his horses. And he's so kind to Jack. And there's also multiple interactions where he can talk to Jack, and he's just like, all right, be a good boy, don't grow up be like me. Which, like, we all know how that ends. But, and he even tells Jack in one of the interactions where Jose is teaching him to read, like, he literally says, like, I'm glad I learned to read. Like, keep at it. You're just like, oh. He has the heart of a creative, you know? He has the heart of a romantic and a creative, and he was just forced to live the life of the enforcer of the gang because of his unfortunate life circumstances. And never forget that he's a daddy. He had a son. And he, like, at that time took care of his son by bringing them money and everything, and he probably kept them, like, hidden away because he knows, like, just like he does with Mary, he knows that they shouldn't be dragged into the gang life that he's in. And for him to find them, like, dead. And the only person that he talks about his son with is the nun and Rain's Fall. Like, he doesn't talk to other people about it, but he's like, these two people are adults and respectable, and it just makes me want to cry when you think about, like, Rainsfall was like the most positive father figure in his life. Not to Arthur, but like non-toxic. Like Rainsfall genuinely loved his son and was caring towards him and everything. And so like that was the one father figure, the one father in Arthur's life that, oh my god. Thank you, Anonymous. To all live followers. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm standing here just yapping about sensitive Arthur. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful sunset. I love the sunrises and the sunsets in the desert as well. Oh, I love New Austin. Also, thank you very much. I hope that you're enjoying stream. I hope that you're having a good time here. All right, next we're going here. That's just a snake. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of nighttime. Maybe we should camp for the night. Give Arthur some dinner and then give him some breakfast. Oh no, it's a dust storm.
Place gives me the fidgets.
Gives me the fidgets. Okay, let's this is our let's camp for the night. Holy. Sorry, Arthur. I would have you cook some fresh food, but like... Whoa! I don't have any more mint? Oh. Okay. And some dessert. We'll eat some candies for dessert. My Arthur got a little chubby. What happened? I've been feeding him. That's okay. I like him chubby. Let's sleep off this storm. You're keeping him well fed. I sure am. He is well fed. I like to see his jawline, though. My favorite one for him, I think, is 25. I want to see your jawline, sir. There you go. Although I love from the back when he gets chubbier and he, like, his waist actually matches his shoulders. Oh, hell yeah. Like, John... Let's cook some extra meat, because I thought I had more. John, I want to see his slutty little waist and his cunty little skinny legs and his bell bottoms. Arthur, I'm like, oh, I want you to be thick. Got some coffee for breakfast. I like him to be thick, but I also like to be able to see his jawline, you know? Oh, shoot! No, I don't want plain. I want seasoned. I accidentally did seasoned. I need mint. I memorized which herbs have which effects by doing MOT. It's in alphabetical order and in the order of what shows there, the heart, stamina, and Deadeye. So health, mint, stamina, oregano, Deadeye, thyme. Mint and oregano, thyme, exactly. Let's do one of these and we'll do another one of those. Time lets you mess with time more. You're so right, Mateo. You're so right. All right, we had our coffee. We missed the sunrise. I was too busy cooking. We can have like a piece of fruit, you know, for breakfast. One mechanic that I wish you could do is wash up at camp. Like, they have so many wash bins around the camp, and I wish that you could, like, wash up. Not here, but at the gang camp. Because one of the chores that you do is also filling up the buckets of water. So I just wish that you could, like, wash up. I also wish that I could keep a higher camera angle permanently. Because I like seeing what's going on. Not another dust storm.
Easy now. Whoa, whoa, that's a good girl now.
Oh, did you hear that? That's a good girl now. Shh. This is so bad. Hello? I'm so sorry, Arthur. And horse. How do I get up there? Can I jump? Do you think my horse can make this jump? Oh, my horse could probably make that jump. No, she won't make that jump. Oop. You ran over a snake. I need to get on top of this hill. I'm so sorry, Arthur. I mean, we could go back to the camp. There we go. Dimebasome Borb. Alright, let's do one more. We'll do one more. Let's get out of this storm, Arthur. Pour sand in your eyes. Oh, now it's clearing. Can we go down there at all? I love autopilot. Cruise control horse. Watch this entire stream, he's not gonna sing at all. Sometimes I'll even slow down to a trot and just slowly trot across the map to wherever destination I'm going to. And it's just like a little movie. God, the scenery is so beautiful. Where are you going, Arthur? Let me see the scenery cinematic. Well, I mean, I guess we have some scenery right here. Have any of y'all ever gotten the interaction where you stay away from camp long enough that Dutch sends someone to retrieve you? Because I don't know if I said this earlier, maybe I did, but I finally got that. You have to be away from camp for a long time. And suddenly Bill came riding up behind me and he was like, "Oh, Dutch is worried about you, like, just wanted to come out and find where you are." And then you have the option, he'll be like, "Do you want to come back with me?" And I said no, because I was in the middle of doing something. But apparently one of the people that can be sent is Charles. And his interaction is so sweet. He's like, "I've been tracking you for days. I'm so glad I found you. Like, do you want to come back to camp with me? We're worried about you." And of course, if it's Charles, you got to say yes. And then he's happy that you come back with him. Charles is a real one. God, in one of my group chats, I went on this rant about Charles and just like how he's the main person in the story who like sees Arthur's humanity and he's the only person that Arthur willingly goes in for a hug with, like when he gets back from Guarma. There's this TikTok that's like a compilation of all the times that people touch Arthur, and he's kind of like, oh, like when people hug him and he kind of like recoils kind of and just gives them a quick pat on the back, or like when people put their hand on his shoulder while they're talking to him and he kind of looks at it like, why are you touching me? But oh my god, the last scene, because like Charles, when you tell him about the TB, and Arthur doesn't seem to really overtly tell people about the TB. Like, people can see that he's getting sick, but there aren't many people that he specifically says this is what's happening. And Charles is one of those people that he tells. And Charles is, when he goes, oh, Arthur, and he's like, he sounds so sad, and like, that's like the most compassionate response that he gets from anybody. And when he and Charles see each other for the last time, when Charles stays at the Indian reservation, and initially Arthur's like, well, yeah, of course I'm gonna stay with you, and he's like, no, you have people to take care of, like, you have to go. And you see Arthur like blink back tears, and they hug, and Arthur like holds his hand while they're hugging, and then his arm kind of like lingers as they pull away from the hug, and he's like genuinely sad. Like, he knew that that was the last time they were going to see each other, and he was hoping that he was going to be with Charles up until the end. And then not to make people cry even more, but like, Charles is the one who found his dead body and buried him. There's just, yeah. There's just a connection with Charles that's like, he reminded Arthur of his humanity, you know? And even in the beginning of chapter 3, when Arthur's like, shoot first, ask questions later, and Charles is like, Arthur, you're not that kind of person, come on. We're not gonna just like kill people just because, like, get real. So, only 2 more bones left. Oh, they're both in New Austin. But anyway, that's my rant and rave about Charles. And Charles was the one who lent Arthur his horse. He borrowed Taima in the beginning when Boadicea died. There's just so much. There's so much. Look, you can see the downpour moving across the desert. I love New Austin. God, it's so pretty here. I love the sunrises and sunsets. No, not online. Well, it won't let me anyway. Take me back to when I lived in the Mojave. Oh, that must be nice. Alright, we're at our 3-hour mark. We are at our 3-hour mark, but please sit down. Please sit down and don't go anywhere, because I would like to raid somebody. Do we have any suggestions for raid? Otherwise, I'm going to look for someone playing Red Dead. I'm going to find someone doing Red Dead. Don't leave, Mateo. Sit down. There is someone doing their first playthrough. Let's try that. And they're dressed up like a cowboy. All right, we're going to raid this person. I don't know them. So if you hate them, I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully they're not problematic or something. But they are dressed up like a cowboy. And they're doing their first playthrough of Red Dead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate it. Just you being here is enough. But also thank you to the anonymous person who gifted subs. I really appreciate it. Just remember, I stream every Monday and Thursday at 11 a.m. EST. So tell a friend and bring them with you next time. And make sure to follow me on my socials. Instagram is where I post when I go live or if there's any changes to the schedule. Thank you to my mods, Joe, Tristan, Otto. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Here is our raid message. Let's go say hi to Risen. We'll see. All right. We'll start the raid. Take care of yourselves. I will see you on Thursday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. All right, have a good rest of your day. Be on your best behavior. Bye.